Hello, everyone. You listen to another episode of Let's Talk Sports with Tim McCain. And if y'all don't know, y'all should know. James the Pound Brown, this brother, he had a great fight. Ultimate Battlegrounds 5, Myrtle Beach, December 5th. I think he finished Kevin Schroeder in like 30 seconds, 30, 45 seconds. It was just, it was, what do you say?
32 seconds.
32 seconds. 32 seconds. Vicious TKO, ref stoppage. I'm telling you, I remember interviewing you the last time we spoke in this Let's Talk Sports. And you talked about it was finish your opponents or you get finished. What
Yes,
is it
sir.
about finishing opponents that just, why do you love finishing opponents the way you do?
I don't know. I have that urge of I got to take you out, man. I don't like really. I don't want to say taking my time, but I don't like sitting back and doing nothing. We're in a fight. I like to fight and just go ahead and get it going.
Got you. So, do you prefer you just throwing hands and you finishing quick, or would you actually prefer like a full-on war, like both of you guys are going back and forth, and like let's say a full-on match, 3 rounds going hand to hand, you know, what I mean, fist to fist. Is that something that you would prefer over like a finish, or do you prefer the finishes?
Well, me being a fighter, I would like to be in a war. But all coaches would say that's not smart. You just want to get in there, get the finish, and get out. But that fighter in me always wants a war. I want to get in there. I want to have an entertaining fight that goes down in the history books, man. But the smart way is to get in there and finish and hopefully get out without any injuries.
Got
Uh,
you.
Yeah, I like quick finishes, but I haven't fought in 2 years before these last two fights.
Oh,
My last was 32 seconds, and the fight before that was 54. So I haven't really gotten to like show my growth any, which is something that I wanted to do, but sometimes you're just in and out, so you're not able to.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so explain to the viewers that will listen to this, why do coaches not like the full-on wars, the full-on battles? Why do they prefer the quick finishes?
Uh, well, a war, you're able to show what type of fighter you are, show you can overcome adversity or even dominate a whole fight. But they take a toll on you. So you can really shorten your career by having wars like that in there, and coaches just want you to get out of there safe so you guys can train again and move on to the next one. If you have a war, you may come out of there with more than a few injuries. So it's better
Mm,
safe than sorry.
got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, so we're in the pandemic. Um, you know, we've seen college football, especially in HBCUs, they've kind of like shut down everything. As a fighter, how has COVID affected you in training, but also in fights?
Well, it hasn't affected my training any because I teach here at Brunson's MMA. That's why I'm where I am now, teaching a private. But I have a key to the gym, so I can pretty much come in whenever I want by myself and train and have all the equipment available to me. It's a little bit tougher without teammates because iron sharpens iron, and we're nothing without teammates. You can't just do it by yourself. But me
Mm,
being able to come in here and still train without getting us in trouble and stuff or getting us flagged is really a blessing because I can, like I said, I can just come whenever I want and get great workouts in. But now on the fight side, it has definitely put a hold on things because I was supposed to make my Glory debut May 29th. And
mm.
that got pushed back 2 hours after I found out about it. I was all excited, and then 2 hours later, they released that they were gonna have to take a break. And they've been actually postponing fights for a few months now, but I
Yeah.
think they have one coming down December 19th. I'm still not on that, but hopefully 2021 I'll be in there. So Yeah, the fights during COVID, it's been a little tricky. Luckily, Derek's been throwing cards, man, and we're just lucky to be able to do that because North Carolina, we're not able to fight here, so it's real hard for us
Yeah.
North Carolina fighters right now.
Yeah, it is. I've definitely had interesting conversations with people who've had issues with the commission here in North Carolina, or now the defunct commission here, and they definitely need to get it right because there's a lot of North Carolina fighters that we want to represent. Y'all want to represent North Carolina. Y'all can't do that as well
Yeah,
without a commission.
so much talent here, man. So much talent,
Agreed.
and these
Agreed.
guys aren't able to show and move on to that next level when we don't have those local shows to help them out a little bit.
Exactly. Exactly. So the last time, and I'm actually glad that you mentioned it too, when you talked about Glory. So you actually are signing the deals in the work with Glory Kickboxing.
Yes, sir. I'm locked in. I'm just waiting on my debut, man. I'm still locked in for 9 to 12 fights. A month or two ago, they sent out letters to all the fighters letting us know. They had like some management changes or something like that, but we're still ready to roll, man. We're
Yes,
just
sir.
waiting on.
Well, congrats on that for real. But why was Glory Kickboxing at first an interest to you? And what was your reaction? What was your family's reaction when you got signed to Glory Kickboxing?
Well, Glory is like when you think about kickboxing, it's like the UFC of kickboxing. They've got like the best of the best guys over there. A lot of Dutch kickboxers, a lot of Thai fighters. They've ruled that over there, man. And for America, we've had a couple titles, but in Glory we haven't had very much. So
Right.
my goal is to go over there and represent for America. But when I got my contract, man, of course everybody was ecstatic about it. They were congratulating me and just real happy I got my foot in the door. We still got a long way to go, but I'm hoping to get in there and climb those rankings real fast, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Yeah,
how has
very excited.
yes, sir. So how has mixed martial arts, how has kickboxing changed your life?
Uh, Actually, not very much because I still train here in the same gym. I do get better opportunities to train with a lot of I'll say world class guys, man. They hear my name and know who I am. I've been out to Florida and trained with those guys and had a great experience over there. Doing stuff like getting knocked out by Anthony Johnson, just being stupid while I'm sparring. He didn't have a partner, and I didn't have a partner either. So I wasn't just gonna be like, I'll just stand over here. So I partnered up with him, and that went very well. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, I trained with champions from almost like all the organizations, man. I've stood in front of great people, and me getting that Glory contract really helped me out to be able to train with these guys and not just because some guys look at you like, oh man, I'm not gonna waste my time and move around with this guy when I could be moving around with world champion uh anybody. So yeah, it just put a little something behind my name so I can explore a little bit more in the fight game.
exactly, exactly. So throughout your experience in the fight game, you've had a lot of great teammates. You've had a mentor in Derek Brunson, and you've also trained with several world-class fighters. What are some of the best advice that you've gotten throughout the years from a Derek Brunson, from an Anthony Johnson, when it comes to the fight game?
To just really not waste my time and train as hard as I can while I can before I reach that. I don't want to say old age, but the fight game is a young game, and you don't really have much time to waste. You gotta go ahead and give it your all while you can, because it's a rough and brutal sport, and your body your body's not gonna be able to take that for a long time. I mean, there are some guys that do
Yeah,
this for a long time and are able to perform at 44, 54, but I'm I'm not one of those guys that's gonna be able to train that long. Hopefully, I'll be able to reach the top and then get out and open up my own gym and have people come train with me and stuff. Get my name out enough for people wanna learn what I have to offer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But what do you think though about like with everything when it comes to technology, when it comes to how we eat? You know, athletes now. I mean, the longevity of athletes, like you said, there's a few that can push past it. But with technology increasing, I mean, why not extend? So, like when they say it's a young man's sport, and we're seeing 45, 46-year-olds still fighting, is it still just a young man's sport?
No, not really, because honestly, it's 90% mental. So if you get out here and you got guys that are veterans and really know the game and are really smart, they can get in a fight and come out unscathed. Just really take advantage of the young guys. It's crazy because yeah, the way technology is now, they have like so much stuff where you can just the science behind training and your diet and stuff. It makes things a lot easier for the fighters when you have a whole team that can help you out with that stuff. Some guys don't have that option to have a nutritionist and a strength and conditioning coach and all of that stuff that we have, but it definitely helps to not have to worry about all that stuff yourself. You can just eat your meal prep and stuff and just do basically what they tell you to do. They know you so well and know your body and sometimes better than you do, and they
Yeah.
can really take care of you and get you the longevity that some guys look for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, as an athlete, I always feel like every athlete, they also have to think about their future in the sport, but also outside the sport. So, James, like, what are some of the things that you are planning to do after you retire from the game, after you hang up the gloves?
Well, I plan to just do what I'm already doing. I already teach kickboxing, um, learning jujitsu, to hopefully one day get my black belt. But yeah, just teaching is what I'm gonna want to do. Help people uh, learn how to strike, and also though I would like to open up a gym for I don't want to say the lower class. What's the word I'm looking for?
Let me see. You're talking about inner city.
Yes, inner
Inner
city,
city.
less fortunate. I want to open up a gym for guys that can't really afford to train. Guys and girls that can't really afford to train that are less fortunate than others, and see if we can find some talent, man. Also help people with like bully awareness and
Mm.
self defense, just things in that nature, man. When I was in school, I always befriended people that were bullied. Uh, Actually, one of my longtime best friends, he was bullied a lot, middle school and high school, and I just befriended him and I don't want to say like protected him, but I was just there. Like nobody's gonna mess with you if I'm here, bro. If you need anything, let me know. Just anybody in high school. I always like to say I was like very very popular in high school because I knew everybody, not just the popular people, but the nerds, the math geeks,
Sir.
the goths. Everybody, I knew everybody. I befriended everybody. You weren't gonna bully anybody in front of me. So yeah, I mean, I would love to reel people in that have a hard time with life and show them a better way.
Yes, sir. Respect. So I got a question because you talked about opening up a gym in the inner city. So does that mean so it's expensive to train in the mixed martial arts gym? So it's probably cheaper to have a boxing gym. So do you feel like it is it cheaper or and also is not only cheaper, but do you also feel like when it comes to mixed martial arts, there's not as many African Americans in mixed martial arts as in boxing. And you think if there were more mixed martial arts gyms in the inner city, there'll be more African American mixed martial artists?
Definitely. Yeah, mixed martial arts is I don't want to say new, but it's growing very rapidly. So a lot more people are getting interested in it. Um, and yeah, it's very, very expensive to have an MMA gym because you can't just, you have to have specialists in all those areas. You can't just have
Right.
one person teaching everything. So a boxing gym would definitely be a lot cheaper if you've got like 3 boxing coaches instead of having to worry about a whole staff of people, like 13 different coaches you got to have for MMA teaching all of this stuff. Because they all specialize in different things, and then you can have a mixed martial arts coach that kind of puts everything together for everybody. But yeah, boxing is definitely would be a lot cheaper, but we have like a lot of boxing gyms here in the area, and they're not really expensive. You can get in a boxing gym for maybe like $30 a month here. So that's not very expensive, but for MMA, you're looking at about 180 a month for the total
Wow.
package. Yeah. So that's pretty expensive for inner city kids. I definitely love to have a place where they'd be able to come and learn wrestling and jujitsu, judo, kickboxing, and boxing, and all those things all together for a decent price, and not chop people's arms and legs off out here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I hear this in boxing a lot, and a lot of people they use boxing as a way to get out of their situations, you know, and they say boxing helped them from getting out of the streets. Do you know any fighters in mixed martial arts that you personally trained that said you helped change my life, or I would have been different if I weren't in this gym? Like, what were some of the lives that were inspired by you teaching them, and what was that experience like for you?
I have a number of guys that I have actually like help train for free. Like they come to the gym and say, "Hey, I can't really afford to do this or that. Can you maybe like train with me sometimes?" And yeah, I have. There was this guy named Kyle that I was training before he moved away, and tried to be a role model for him. He was a little young in high school, and doing stupid stuff that I have experience with when I was in high school, because I mean at that age you're just lazy and just do stupid stuff. So I taught him some stuff and showed him the way, try to be a role model for him, and he's doing a lot better for himself, making smarter decisions. I got a guy named Sean I help out. He's actually here right now. That I help out and train. Just to get him on his feet. He wants to be a fighter. Can't really afford it, but I'm here. Is what I want to do. So why not start now and teach them the basics, and teach them what I know. Start taking them to tournaments and stuff, and possibly get them a fight and get them on his feet and get him started. But yeah, so I'm basically just trying to do the same thing like that Derek has done for me. He took me in and showed me the way, and guided me, and told me, look, you got to be a little bit more business minded out here. You can't be out here doing stupid stuff. You got to make smarter decisions, not just in the fight game, but in life also. So I'm just trying to do the same thing, and pass it forward for everything Derek has done for me, because he's really done a lot. Hey, coach.
And that's what
Yeah,
matters.
so, yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. It's to pay it forward, and look out for people. I know I do. My profession is to, I don't want to say hurt people, but that's what we do. But I don't like hurting people. I'm here to help people.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, hey, so your next fight, so you already signed with Glory for 9 to 12 fights. Because of COVID, it got pushed back. Um, but when do you want to fight? Like, I know you want to fight as soon as possible, but when is a realistic time for you to fight? And where can people reach out on social media if they don't know?
Well, uh, Ultimate Battlegrounds is having something February 6th, so I will be on that card. Still
Congrats.
improving my May record, but I'm ready for Glory whenever they call, man. I'm still in here training. And really that's what my focus has been on, is Glory. I've been focusing on my ground game also, but I'm really just waiting on my ticket over there to really show them what I have, because I think I'll I'll do very, very well over there with those guys. I'm like I said, I'm really tall. Kickboxing is my thing, and I'm gonna be a star over there. But yeah, February 6th, I'll be fighting another MMA fight. You guys can reach me at Get Down Brown 1, all one word, on Instagram, and James J. Brown on Facebook. I'm gonna try to start being more active because these days, you gotta get on that social media to get those fans rolling in. So hopefully
Yes,
you guys see
sir.
a lot more from me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can't wait for that. We cannot wait for that. Thank you very much, James. You have an amazing day, and I cannot wait to see what you're going to do to your opponent February 6th, Ultimate Battlegrounds 6, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yes, sir.
Thank
All right, James.
you.
You
Appreciate it.
too, brother. Have a good one,
Have a
bro.
good one.